Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Osweiler's Texans going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, thank you very much. A steady shower falling right now, and that's going to be the norm throughout this one. We are told rain all over the radar here in Oakland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Oakland. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Derek Carr will lead the Oakland Raiders onto the field. They were open in Week 10, did not have a game, but 7-2. It's interesting. They lost the first game 1-3. Then they lost and they won 3 more. So they're hoping to break that sequence coming up.
Yeah, they want to break the sequence and just keep adding the wins, right?
Yeah.
And think about the win that they had that led them to their open week. At home against Denver, division rival. They now lead the AFC West before they head off to Mexico City for the next game, a Monday nighter against the Houston Texans.
On first down, Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Still first down.
Yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Carr to throw on second down. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Runs routes. It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. We ready? Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On now, the 5th-year man, Marquette King, to kick it away. quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Houston Texans sitting at 6-3 atop the AFC South. Brock Osweiler, though, did not play well in Week 10 despite the win against the Jags. Charles, he was under 100 yards, did have 2 touchdowns. So
bottom line, won the game. And I think that's what they'll focus on. And behind the scenes, they're going to work really hard on getting this passing game in sync. But, you know, Will Fuller didn't play. Jalen Strong didn't play. But they won by 3 over Jacksonville. They're 6-3 on the year, and they lead the AFC South. They'll take that and continue to work.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Let's go!
On first down, Osweiler. He hits the first-year man, Will Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hurry up, here we go!
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second and 5. Now it's Osweiler. Finding time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Malcolm Smith may have entered the league without a lot of fanfare, but how about it culminating with an MVP award in the Super Bowl?
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They go play action with Osweiler. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now here's Shane Leckler on to punt it away to his longtime team, the Raiders. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better.
Hey. We ready? Baby, alert!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Well, sometimes we talk running backs. Sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
it to Murray on the draw play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Throwing his car on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
On first down, Murray. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They go with Murray again. And some room to maneuver. And a cut to the sideline. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So Murray shows off his speed and explosiveness.
Latavius Murray was not a guy that people thought was going to be a big-time producer in the NFL. Boy, was everyone wrong. This is exactly what he does. Often, Latavius Murray knows how to get to the open field and pay it off.
Last year, one of 7 guys to run for 1,000 yards, showing the ability to break off the long one. And now a first down following that long gain.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Set.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Let's chat about the division dominance for the Texans games against the AFC South after that Week 10 win.
They've really taken over for Indianapolis, haven't they? Because it wasn't that long ago we were conceding this division to Indianapolis each and every year. Now, it's Houston's. 8th straight, as you just mentioned. Longest active streak in the NFL right now. And by the way, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but the Super Bowl is being played in Houston this year.
They They go play action here on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. We noted earlier, Osweiler only threw for 99 yards in Week 10. The ground game got going a little bit, though. Lamar Miller had 83 on 15 carries.
And he seems to be extremely happy to be in Houston because he wanted to be a full-time guy and take on as many carries and catches as he could possibly get. And Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is not averse to having him do that. But he has some help in this game, too. Akeem Hunt with 52 yards on the ground.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop it, go get it, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, a big-time pickup for the Texans.
This is Alfred Blue. A big play there out of the running game. 33 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Green 39.
They go again with Blue. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. And he's got Fuller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This is Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Miller. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. This is the running back, Blue. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
To throw is Osweiler. He's got time. All kinds of time. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
What's that? Here we go. Red, 8.
That was second down run for Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Carr. And that's complete to Walford. The 13 yards that time of the first.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down now after the pass completion. Shotgun now for Carr. Here's Walford over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fresh set of downs here.
Check.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Going right. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders will turn it over to the left foot of Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it again with Miller. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice gain of 21 yards. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever, but sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus on your football.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. The rookie Braxton Miller has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Near the lone setback. Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Osweiler. Caught left side Hopkins. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Hopkins had a frustrating afternoon against the Jags. Targeted 13 times, but caught only 5 balls, 48 yards.
It's been tough for him all year because as the #1 receiver, you're not only targeted by your quarterback, you're targeted by the defense as well. 2 and 3 guys in coverage against him, and it was made even worse this past game because Will Fuller didn't play, and neither did Jalen Strong, so they could really focus their attention on DeAndre Hopkins.
He's top 60 yards only twice this year. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. And a field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football because offenses are so tuned up and usually have the ability to strike almost at will. But when you're only giving up 3, you feel like it's almost like basketball. You're trading, right? I give up 3 on my end. I'm counting my offense to get 6 on the other, and that is a win.
Yeah, it's a win for the kicker, too, I guess, if he makes the field goal, right?
No doubt about it. He feels good about things, but his team feels like they settled.
We ready? Wide and yank! Wide and yank!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
We ready? Red 18.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. Let's look back now at this closely contested first half. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have 2 teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd down from inside the 50. They're going to get to the QB once again. This will go as a loss of 5. Raiders have it near the end of 1. Murray's going to duck out to the left, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Texans take it early in the second. Osweiler's on target here, and it's caught for the score. We're tied back up at 7. Texans have it at the 32. Mack's going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll do it for us. Let's get back out to Oakland now as we turn it back over to Brandon Guy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. All even, we are tied, so a blank slate. Throw away those first 2 quarters, so to speak.
Yeah, I love the way you put it because you do throw them away because it's a 0-0. but you also have a couple of lessons from the first half. What did you learn? What do you have to improve on? And then you get to start the second half and put it all into practice.
They'll try to take those halftime lessons and put them into practice indeed. Here we go. Come up in an offset eye. Second half begins with a run from Miller. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Second down, Osweiler. Miller on the catch over the middle. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He's got time in the pocket. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
A first down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
It's Osweiler finding time. Great protection. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Miller, the lone setback. Now it's Osweiler. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second and goal from the 5. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
And man, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and 1, Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, it's a gain of 14 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. All right, here we go.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
3 down, 3 down.
One man in the backfield. That's Jones. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, here we go.
They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Knocking on the door. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Miller, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down, Osweiler surveying the field. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, 32 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And how about that, giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it, and right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all, because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here.
Right. He's done right here. He's done on the right. Done on the right. All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They go play action here on 1st down. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw on second down. Caught the tight end Walford. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third.
Strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. He's got time. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do it?
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now it's Osweiler. Miller on the catch over the middle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st down, Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Here's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Try it again on 2nd down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 3rd down, Murray. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on first down is Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Hey, 4 down. We're ready. Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Take 4.
Second and goal from the 7. They'll run the option left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
When things are tight and the game's on the line, that's when the best quarterbacks' personalities come to the front. Those who can lead their team to victory. Derek Carr just put his team in front.
Yeah, he did that 4 times last year in 2015. Led him to a 4th quarter comeback tied for most in the league. Maybe he just got another one there. Janikowski now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Here we go now. Green, 39.
He's back to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Raiders call on a nickel. Now it's Osweiler. And that is Incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's 4th down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.